already late. And that should do. I'll have no way of knowing, though, because frickin' laptop is not wanting to go. So yeah, the stream title is going to be off for a little bit here, but for now, assuming you can hear me, which I can see the blue microphone, the blue snowball microphone thing going up, so hello people of the internet, it is I, Soul Rack Dragon here, back with more Fate Grand Order, where we're going to continue the Atlantic Lostbelt today. I do apologize for being a little bit late. I literally just finished eating dinner, and, well, my laptop is having some troubles connecting to the internet right now, so I have no idea if you can see / hear everything that's going on. I'm fingers crossed hoping that you can. But before we begin, it does look like there is a new summon campaign for Europa. She has been added in. I know a lot of people, in fact I was even asked yesterday what I thought was going to happen with her. I had no idea who she was. There she is, I guess. If I understand correctly, she is going to be added to the general pool after this. Let me see. Okay, so she'll be in the story summons after this. Okay. So, if you want her, then I would guess you probably want to roll for her now. She does look pretty nice, though. I'll say that much. Very rider-heavy, the combatants we end up getting in this Lostbelt are. Very rider-heavy indeed. But, let's not mince words. We're about 15 minutes late, so let's get this party started by doing Section 3. Enduring Light of the Gods. There is no battles in this first section. We'll be getting a Quartz and a Divine Wine, I think is what it's called, as our reward. But yeah, just finished dinner. It was a good steak dinner, though. Like, real nice. How fair are things there, Canis? Did the operation to eradicate the Chaldeans conclude without issue? Sure looks like it. First we beat the shit out of them with a massive fleet, then finish them off with one of Artemis's... I'm sorry? Wait, hold up. You can't drop this kind of shit on me right off the bat. One of Artemis's arrows? The orbital laser was Artemis's bow? Okay. Yeah, they actually managed to survive all that. I'd be so impressed I'd even enjoy their side myself. I'll take that to mean it was highly fulfilling victory then, but I'd also advise you to watch your tongue, Canis. Words have meaning after all, and I'm afraid you might have a bit too generous with your praise just now. What was that supposed to mean? It's not like I could join their side even if I wanted to, now that they're dead. Wait, I recognize that little smirk. Don't tell me. Odysseus, tell us what happened already and be quick about it. We haven't finished our search for the remains yet, but at this point it seems that they were not eliminated as planned. I intend to continue searching for them under the assumption that they managed to escape, most likely to a nearby island. I expect Hestia will be our best bet. There you have it, Canis. Well, are you going to go join their side now? Oh, the snark! Crystaria! That's some nice snark. Not a chance in hell. Are you trying to start something with me, Crystaria? Just forget I said anything. I didn't actually mean it anyway. Besides, I don't even see why all this was necessary. I could have easily killed them all by myself, but you just had to go and bring Artemis into it. So what are you gonna do to make up for this botched operation, Mr. Commander of the Olympus Defense Forces? You gonna offer your head on a platter by the way of apology like the other one of you did? I don't answer to you, Canis. The only ones who can punish me are Lord Zeus and his close ally, Crystaria. Thank you, Odysseus. Rest assured I have no intention of laying this blame on your feet. The operation itself was perfect, and your direction flawless. I appreciate your even-handed decision, Crystaria. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I must get back to my search. Yes, that's a good idea. After all, Odysseus, the whole reason you were dispatched there was to ensure the invaders would never sully Olympus. Ah, okay, I don't recognize his silhouette, but her silhouette I definitely do recognize. It's the twins. Pollux and Castor. I can't wait to roll for them. Yes, exactly. I hope you're duly aware of the importance of your task, Odysseus. I am. As for you, Canis, you should be ashamed of yourself for your failure to kill them. Canis, you ought to come back to Olympus at once and cleanse yourself as best you can before you are granted an audience. If I were you, I would already be thinking of excuses for this miserable failure of yours. I can tell you right now, the King of the Gods is going to be very upset with you. Better be ready to receive his punishment. Why, you little... That's enough, you two. I'll deal with Canis myself. I would remind both of you to conduct yourselves in a manner befitting the glorious Olympic gods. You're always much too easy on Canis, Lord Karstaria. But if you insist, I suppose we'll have no choice but to keep quiet. Remember, Canis, you are nothing more than a hunting dog. There's no point in keeping you around if you can't do your job. You should be honored to have been trusted with the divine spirit. It's far more than you deserve. If I were you, I would never forget the debt of gratitude I owed Lord Karstaria. Difficult though it may be with such a tiny brain as yours, I nevertheless suggest you try your best. Okay, the male twin is brutal. I'll kill him. Cadus? I don't even care what Zeus might do to me, I'm gonna kill those brats dead. End of story. Canis. Shut the hell up, human. Don't you keep calling my name unless you want to end up dead yourself. Let's refresh our memories, Canis. What is it you want? To get revenge on proper human history. No, scratch, that's rejected completely. That's the whole reason I went along with your little scheme in the first place. Good, then continue to do just that. There is no need for you to return to Olympus. I'll tell Zeus myself that you're biding your time, waiting for a chance to clear your name. Alright, fine, I'll play along. You are technically my master, so I'll obey that order. Besides, I have a little bit more respect for the Chaldeans now. If they really did manage to survive Artemis's attack, there'll be plenty more to killing myself. If that means cleaning up the moon goddess's mess for her, then fine. Well, I'm surprised to hear you say that given your notorious apathy toward the gods. Perhaps visiting the other Lostbelts has affected you just like it has the Chaldeans. What was that? You got a death wish or something, huh? I don't have any mercy to spare for humans or divine spirits. As far as I'm concerned, the only good human or god's a dead one. Besides, the only one in the whole damn world who could do something about me is you. Forget it. Too much trouble. Alright, Karstaria. What do I gotta do? For the time being, go to remain on standby under Odysseus' command. We can't have you roaming around the sea haphazardly and getting caught up in skirmishes with the remnants. Not unless you want to exhaust your magical energy before you get a chance to fight Chaldea. Worry not, once Odysseus locates Chaldea, I will ensure that you are the one to settle things with them. Alright, I can live with that. I'd have to hang around Odysseus any longer, though. Odysseus, any news on the Athena Kilronomia? Hey, J6, welcome to the stream. Howdy things. We're still looking for them, but I'm prioritizing search for Chaldea for the time being. Fine, let me know when you find them. Understood. That's all I have to report. For now, I will return my search. Very well, I'm sure a hero of your renown won't let us down, Odysseus. Probably butchering his name. I find it hard to believe how rudely you behave towards your own master, Canis. Believe it or not, this is just me holding back. I'm just too tired to bother with anything more. Really, that was you holding back? Yeah, it was. There's just no point getting pissed off at him. He never bits an eye no matter what you say. So I only ever say anything about half of what's really on my mind, couldn't you tell? Aren't you afraid? It's not as though you are his only servant, after all. Oh, he's a multi-servant user. If you were to get fed up with your rebellious attitude, he could end your contract whenever he liked. Man, I wish. Then I'd finally get to pick a proper fight with him. No damn human slaps a collar on me and gets away with it forever. When all's said and done, I'm gonna make him pay dearly for that. What a strange relationship. Oh well, it's none of my business. Odysseus, the Echinda has been succeeded at producing the dog. I believe it should be finished growing in about half a day. Good, find something you can use to track the Chaldeans. I don't care what it is or where you get it. If the Chaldeans are indeed still alive, they're bound to have left a trail of some kind. And a dog's keen senses will be able to find such a trail. Oh, the dog. Probably the Cerberus Hellhound-esque thing that we fought, though it's more of a chain Cerberus than anything. Part 2, another no battle node. I'm wondering if there's going to be a lot of no battle nodes throughout Olympus. I don't know how I would feel about that. In one way, I like the extra story, but on the other hand, it would just make things so much longer. In proper human history, the gods, including the 12 Olympians, parted ways with humanity. But in this world, they remained. I don't know why that is. We might be able to find a clue as to what happened if we went digging around in the ancient ruins. Well, really, that doesn't matter. The problem is that this world achieved amazing growth and prosperity thanks to the gods sticking around. Well, if we're being accurate, most of the gods aren't actually here in Atlantis. They're up on the top of the great pit that's in the middle of Atlantis' sea. And that's your ultimate destination, the interstellar metropolis, Mount Olympus. That lies beyond that tree of emptiness. Olympus. The city of gods. Kratos! Where are you? I need to summon Kratos. He'll make short work of this Lostbelt, I'm sure. And of course, wherever you find gods, you'll also find the people who worship them. Like the ones who attacked you the moment you set foot in this Lostbelt. This is as far as Da Vinci and I got earlier. From here on, everything we learn will be new to us as well. Right. Now I see if the gods are still alive here, that would certainly explain our current situation. When you mention people who worship the gods, are you perhaps referring to that heroic spirit? That's right, I bet you were all quaking in your boots when you heard his true name, weren't you? He's one of the most famous tacticians in all of proper human history. A hero who survived the same battlefield that took the lives of great heroes like Achilles and Hector. Odysseus. That's the commander-in-chief who rules over this entire sea of Atlantis, and your sworn enemy set on wiping you all out. Odysseus. Right. Along with Hector, Achilles spent the Sicily in Paris. He was one of the heroes who helped bring an end to the legendary Trojan War. In fact, he was the one who came up with the idea for the Trojan horse. Anyway, our first order of business is getting Neo healed up. We won't even be able to use the Shadow Border until he's feeling better. Fortunately, I have an idea as to how to go about that, so don't worry, I'll take care of it. Next, there's one more thing I would like to ask you about. What was that light that came down from the sky and tore the Nautilus to pieces? Is it some sort of secret weapon Odysseus came up with? Ah yes, that's one of the most pressing problems you'll have to face. Let me start at the beginning. There are 3 major hurdles you'll need to clear if you're going to reach Olympus. First, there's the Olympus Defensive Force. It is commanded by Odysseus. Second, there's Poseidon, the Nilus god of the sea and the guard of the Great Pit. And third, there's the Heavenly Arrow Divine Punishment, Artemis. Okay, so was that not Artemis's bow and that was actually Artemis herself? There's no way for y'all to get into Olympus unless you can do something about each of those hurdles. Think of them as Atlantis' version of the 3 layers of defense that made the Byzantine Empire's capital city of Constantinople all but impervious to invasion. Triple layer defenses. Well, I guess we're killing 2 gods, aren't we? Maybe I should have said something before I left after all. Then again, I'm sure they'll figure out something with Bartholomew there. Man, now I've got even more that I gotta think about. Where should I go? What should I do? Is this really what you want, Artemis? Things were actually relatively peaceful in the Sea of Atlantis up until fairly recently. There were still soldiers stationed here, sure, but you could count them all on one hand. And even with Artemis keeping watch, getting around between the different islands was no problem at all. Back then, the only ships she'd automatically attack were those that tried to head for Olympus. But then, not too long ago, the situation changed dramatically. Was that because of us? Well, that's part of it, sure, but there's another bigger reason. What happened was a number of servants from proper human history managed to infiltrate Olympus. Oh, yeah, we saw how well that turned out for them via Dion. I don't know if it's because of the sheer size of this Lostbelt or what, but the counterforce ended up summoning a whole bunch of servants who were trying to establish a beachhead that you Chaldeans could use to reach Olympus whenever you got here. So the counterforce is on our side. Alright. That's good to know. Hopefully they don't want us as one of their members, though. So who are these servants? I wish I could tell you, girl with the beautiful hidden eyes. I will burn you, Bartholomew! But I don't even remember what they looked like. I presume there was some sort of magecraft in play? Yes, I think so. You see, I was asked to help them reach their destination, which means I had to stay behind. So if I remember their true names, there was a chance I could end up being compelled to give them to the enemy. You must have had a really talented caster put a spell on you. Then again, it could have been an assassin or someone who specialized in memory manipulation. At any rate, I do remember they managed to get past both Artemis' arrows and Poseidon's strikes, and ended up safely reaching Olympus. Unfortunately, their arrival came at a heavy price. A number of servants were killed on the way there. I may not remember their faces or their names, but I do know that they all went down fighting. Gotcha. So we have some inside men in Olympus itself. Very, very interesting. Maybe Kratos is actually there. No, if Kratos was there, Olympus would be gone. I'm guessing if it's anti-divine, maybe the likes of Nobu, Enkidu. Gosh, who else is anti-divine? can't really think of who else would be in there that's anti-divine. Nobu and Enkidu are two primary anti-divine servants that I can think of, but beyond them, I'm kind of drawing a bit of a blank. Regardless, it still sheds some light on why their secret security was already so tight. That being said, with so many servants being summoned, they would surely have been discovered sooner or later, even if they had all remained here. Who cares about what happened in the past? We still need to not worry about the present. Maybe Gilgamesh, then. Although, I don't think they'd bring Gilgamesh in again. I really don't... Actually, that's a good point. I kind of doubt Gil and Enkidu now, because they would not... They've already had their chance to shine. So it'd be servants that haven't had a chance to shine, then. Drake? Drake could be in, because she, per most myth and per fate mythology, she killed Poseidon. Or at least she finished Poseidon off, I suppose. Yeah, technically she does finish Poseidon off in FGO. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's one of the things that was touched on way back in the Singularity was Drake. But Drake had a Singularity, so she again might not be in. I don't know. No, I'm very much doubting Mordred. Mordred's had parts in Camelot, London, and... Okay, Camelot and London. I was about to say Babylonia as well, but no. So yeah, I'm doubting Mordred. I'm guessing maybe Drake. It'd be a stretch, but maybe Drake. Gosh, and maybe Nobu? That'd be awesome if Nobu actually showed up in story. That would be pretty slick. So you're saying the reason Atlantis is on such high alert right now is thanks to the other servant invasion? Exactly, but exactly, man, who wouldn't be my type even with much longer bangs. Okay, that's a decent burn on Gordy. Then again, if you were to lose a few pounds... Or is that descriptor really necessary? At the moment, getting into Olympus is basically impossible. However, there are still several servants who stayed behind, so in my opinion, you should start by looking for them. Of course, in order to do that, you will also need to be visiting the neighbor islands. But at least Artemis's guard should be a little bit more relaxed during the daytime. And fortunately for you, my ship, the Royal Fortune, can cross between islands in the blink of an eye. That being said, honestly, it's still incredibly risky to move around while Artemis is on high alert. We can only hope that she's lowered her security level because she thinks you're all dead. So what do you say? What about this idea you said for helping Nemo to recover? I'd like to know more about that. Alright, it'll be faster if I just show you. In brief, it involves taking Captain Nemo to the temple. Excuse me, Mr. Courier. Yes, what can I do for you? I'm sorry to impose, but I have something I was hoping you could deliver for me. Unless you're already fully booked. Not at all. The only reason I'm allowed to stay on this island is because I agreed to serve as a courier. Now, where would you like it delivered? The next island over, In that case, I should be able to make it there and back by nightfall. In exchange, I'm sorry, Heretikos, but could I ask you to do me a favor and show these people around the village for me? I think they'd be especially interested to see how the clothes are made here. Sure, no problem. I don't want to go to a tailor shop. Although Mash in that outfit, Mash wearing that outfit, you know, I could get behind that. Well, given what these villagers were wearing, it certainly seems like their lifestyle is still identical to what it was in ancient Greece. As such, I doubt there will be all that much of an interest to see. Thank you for showing us around. Not at all. Okay, this way, please. Jason? If anything, I kind of feel like he might be on the god's side. You know, actually, that bears a good point. Jason very well could be on the god's side. He was added in the friend point gacha, which makes me think I need to think of friend point gacha. I need to think of those servants that were added in the friend point gacha and any role they might play here. Okay, so I know that the next Lostbelt is, I know the next Lostbelt is in Britain, so that's probably where Gareth is going to come into play. There were 7. Changong already had his role. We have Charlotte here. So that leaves Jason, Paris, Salome, and Bartholomew. Bartholomew's already here. So 3. Jason, Salome, and Paris. Jason has a good chance of being here. Paris was mentioned as well, so he could be here as well. So that would mean Salome would likely be in there. Paris is... like a god or something. I honestly don't remember my Greek mythology super well, but I know Jason led the Argonauts, which had a lot of frickin' gods on it, so it would not surprise me if Jason was on the god side.
I'm sure it comes as no surprise, but one truly cannot help but notice these enormous structures. I'm told they are known as the remains of a number of gods.
Remains isn't the nicest way to put it, but that does seem to be what the young people call them.
Do you mean to say you are no longer young yourself, my fair lady? Because if so, I must humbly beg to differ.
Oh, Sherlock is being smooth. Smooth Sherlock. Blessed by Apollo. Okay, so Paris would most likely be on the side of the gods then. So Paris is likely God's side, Jason is likely God's side. So we literally only have Charlotte as one of the friend gotchas that is going to be on our side. Well, thank you. Anyway, Mr. Courier said I should show you how our clothes are made, right? Here it is, right this way. A loom! Oh, this is some very interesting interior decoration you've got going on here.
I take it that's your loom over there. What do you use for textiles? Some form of cloth? Some form of cotton?
Cotton? No, it's silver birch bark embedded with Theos Killeronomia.
Theos what now? Well, I suppose that doesn't matter. But I must say, isn't this material a bit too plain for clothing? Surely you could put such a lovely shade of blue towards more fashionable means, no? And what about durability? Isn't that a concern? If I may, Director, fashion is intrinsically tied to both the area in which it's worn and the civilization of the people wearing it. So I dare say it's quite rude to criticize as though our perspective is the correct one. Yes, good point.
I mean, even if it isn't Lostbelt Apollo, I still feel, those sorts of things can be hijacked. I see, so you find it too plain, but to answer your question, no, durability isn't a concern at all. Our clothes can be adjusted to suit the temperature, and once they're treated with coating to deter blades, which keeps us fairly safe from demonic beast attacks.
Huh?
Yes?
Pardon me, but would you mind if I touched the outfit hanging over there?
Oh no, go right ahead.
I can't say if I've ever felt any other article of clothing quite like this. Would you also mind if I borrowed that knife?
Holmes?
This is a good iron knife, well made and well sharpened, and yet it can't cut through this outfit.
Are you serious? Here, let me try. No use, I can't cut it worth a damn.
Could you stop, please? You're going to ruin the knife. If you keep that up, you're going to ruin the knife.
Of course, I do beg your pardon.
What in the world is this material? Is this some kind of trick to how you make it?
No, we just...
Hey, I hunted demonic beast.
Oh good, it looks like we'll be getting to have fresh demonic beast meat for dinner tonight. Your demonic beast isn't that dangerous. Oh no, it's fine. The ones around here aren't all that strong anyway. The gods have permitted us to hunt them for millennia now, as long as we do so in moderation. Oh, the P part happened yesterday, Draconic, It happened yesterday, and it was something. But how be things, Draconic? How be things? The burps. Very full from dinner. They should start cutting and dressing the beast any moment now. Come on, let's go see. I got a Hydra. This one ferments alcohol in its intestines, so we ought to get some great brews out of it, too. Oh no. J6 just said he would be right back, and this guy just killed a Hydra. J6, how did you get into FGO? And are you able to come back to life? I don't believe it.
That is easily as logged, Zerochi or Diavoltron.
J6, you're alive! Whew. I was worried there. Man. I thought the same, J6. I thought the same, Draconic guys thought the same, but I guess they didn't. Whew. We got lucky, man. We got lucky.
I say, have you all noticed something odd about these proceedings? While all the villagers would seem to be happy about this kill, not one of them is surprised by it.
Well, if you look like a Hydra, if your name is Hydra, then you must look... They didn't say... Oh, they did say that's the demonic beast, didn't they? You're right. I do apologize, J6. They did call it a demonic beast, and you are not a demonic beast. Nope. You are not a demonic... You are not a demonic beast, J6. I apologize.
This sort of hunt may not be exactly common for them, but nor would it seem to be unprecedented. Man, this is great. We haven't had a Hydra meet in forever.
Could you tell us more?
Huh? What, like how we hunted it?
Well, when they get to being this size, there's definitely no taking one down on your own. You need to surround it with about 4 hunters so you can safely bring it down for the kill.
4 hunters, you say?
I mean, we take down Hydras with one woman team more often than not. I mean, I guess 3 technically, but 1 person does the kill.
Alright, let's let the feast begin.
Man, we haven't had a Hydra in ages. Don't worry, everyone. We also have chicken if you're not a fan of snake.
We demonic beast back in Russia too, didn't we, Senpai?
We did. I'm pretty sure we had this exact same Hydra. So that begs a question. So these same kind of Hydras that ferment alcohol in their stomachs were back in Russia. Does that mean in the FGO-verse, or in the Type Moon-verse, rather, Hydras canonically ferment alcohol in their system? Because if so, that is a very weird evolutionary feature. Like, I cannot think of any evolutionary reason why they would have alcohol fermenting inside of them. That would just make them a more appealing target, you know? You're eating chicken, happy to carving some chicken after seeing some being cooked in a manga. Ironies upon ironies. Yeah, I just had a nice big steak dinner, so I'm stuffed. Excuse me. Sure, why not? Demonic beast meat is good.
Yes, it is a little tough, but it's nothing you can't get used to.
I've got my wisdom teeth. I can handle tough food.
Foo-foo! Not bad at all. But I dare say it would go down even better if it had been cooked teriyaki style.
There you go, demonic beast teriyaki.
How do they know what that is? Alright, now that we've discovered a few more interesting things from this Hydra hunt, let's take advantage of this mealtime to go over what we've learned. First off, we were told this Hydra was brought down not by a servant by 4 ordinary villagers. Second, these villagers haven't seen a Hydra of this size in approximately 200 years.
Whoa, wait, where did you get that from, Gordy? I'm sorry, where did you get 200 years from?
What we know, thanks to an old man who was apparently a youngster at the time.
Quite so, it seemed that while Hydras of this particular size are something of a rare occurrence, it is not all uncommon for these villagers to bring back smaller Hydras for a hunt. Furthermore, all the jerky we've seen hung up around the village came from demonic beasts as well. In the Russian Lostbelt, the Eye had to use magical guns on demonic beasts, and even then bringing one down wasn't easy by any means, but here...
Right. Here it would seem that hunting demonic beasts takes no more effort for these people than, say, hunting a quail would for us. And even though we're ostensibly from the same human race, they all seem to be in picture-perfect health.
Also, they have quite the lifespan as well. Well over 200 years.
And they certainly couldn't be that healthy if they didn't have regularly enough to eat.
Hey there, everyone. Enjoying the feast? This Hydra really hits the spot.
I say, what in the world is going on with this village?
I doubt anything we've seen here is quite unique to this village, although I expect this is just what life generally like here in the Atlantic Lostbelt.
Now, there'll be time for that later. For today, I suggest you guys eat your fill, and tomorrow I'll explain everything at the temple. I've gotta say, this serpent liquor really doesn't taste to me like any other alcohol I've ever had, but it's got a real nice kick to it. I bet it would even be better with some spices. I'll have to try importing some one of these days.
True, given everything that's happened between yesterday and today, I can't help but feel a bit mentally worn out. Putting everything out of our minds for the night and getting a good long sleep might not be a bad idea at all. Oh, you do realize I'm speaking strictly in my capacity as commander, of course, and I only reached that conclusion out of fervent consideration for everyone's well-being.
Also, where's Charlotte during all this? She has not said a peep.
Sir, yes, sir!
Understood.
Well, come on then, eat up. You need all the energy you can get for what's to come next. And don't be shy about asking for seconds.
I'm stuffed, Gordy. I don't think I could eat anymore. Immediately before the battle begins, we'll form our party. It looked like at least casters in this battle. Back in the night. Back today. We play... I don't know. It doesn't look like Captain Nemo will be waking up on his own anytime soon.
He's still comatose, or at least the closest equivalent for a servant. Unless we do something, he will most likely continue to wither away until he ultimately perishes.
Gotta get him some help, then.
Right. Unfortunately, getting to the temple could be a bit dangerous. You see, the demonic beast seemed to have picked up on the scent of battle and start to roam the area. In that case, we can't have Soul carry him since he needs both hands free for his master duties.
What do I need both hands free for? Pointing at multiple places and saying, you, go there, go there, go there? What do we need both hands free for? Unless we're engaging in fisticuffs, which, you know, we haven't really thrown hands with another thing since Goetia, you know? And I'm pretty sure that after beating a beast in fisticuffs, nothing would want to fight us in fisticuffs again.
Indeed, and it would be quite difficult, if not impossible, for you to carry him either, thanks to your small stature. So who would be the best choice? Why would you look at that? It seems we have a strapping young man with the girth to spare right here.
You're not talking about me, are you?
Don't worry, you'll be fine. Someone as light as you shouldn't be any trouble to you at all, right?
Oh, no, of course not. Not to mention that physical enhancement is one of the most rudimentary of all spells. But a distinguished commander like myself giving a child a piggyback ride seems more than a tad, well, improper.
You're still worried about appearances at this point. Shouldn't you be more concerned with the improving the odds of survival, Commander? Even if it's just by 1%? Exactly. Besides, I bet you caught a real dashing figure carrying you on your back, Gordy.
Swear me the whole and praise. Something about it just rubs me the wrong way.
That actually reminds me of something I've been wondering about for a while now. Did the homunculi you grew up around ever praise you for anything, Director?
Great question, actually. Homunculi are already fully grown from the moment they're born, which means they have absolutely nothing in the way of genuine life experience. I don't need any praise from the likes of them. Not that they ever bothered, anyway. I don't know whose idea it was, but they said it was polite policy to never offer any praise. Anything they felt was the sort of thing anyone should be able to do. I especially remember how Tula would always be like, I'm very sorry, young master, but I will never praise you regardless of what you may accomplish. I swear, what was her problem anyway?
Wait. Was Tool not the name of the female homunculi from Apocrypha? I want to say? The name sounds very familiar.
I see. Fascinating. She sounds like someone I would very much like to meet.
Don't be ridiculous. She's just another homunculus. I highly doubt she'd have anything to offer you. Besides, she's long since gone from this world, so you'll never get to meet her regardless. Aww.
The homunculus that helped out in the end. The one that ended up leading all the other homunculi out of the castle.
Oh, for why am I even talking about this? Alright, fine. I see how it is. Wait right here while I go and fish Nemo. There, happy now?
She was.
No, that's a father figure if I've ever seen one. He does look like Nemo's father now.
Doting father.
Don't be daft. Oh, now look what you did. My shouting made him kick me in the stomach.
No, I see this is what you call the influencer likes. While you lack in rules, you make up for with discipline. That suits me just fine. In fact, I'd say it's ideal. Alright then, let's make our way to the temple.
Yep, he is indeed. Gordolf is the son of that man. In fact, I'm pretty sure Gordolf... I want to say Gordolf appeared in Apocrypha, or at least was alluded to.
I'll go with you.
There's Charlotte, speaking at long last. I'm guessing I'm really just an ordinary guy. That's why I'm here now. That's why I got left behind. Right now, I'm just a guy who looks the part, left holding down the fort. Every day feels like it lasts a year, every second feels like it drags on for an hour. Like, don't get me wrong, logically it makes sense. Really, when you get right down to it, servants like us are supposed to fight alongside a master. It's just reckless to go off somewhere you know you're likely to die without one. I know what that servant, I can't remember their face, asked me, stay here and wait for them. And I know I said I would, partly because I really didn't feel like the kind of situation where no was an option. But I'm supposed to be one of the greatest sabers ever, even if I do just use a club. Saber that uses a club. Right now I'm a rider. Okay. Though I can't keep my horse around all the time. Okay, so Mandricardo, I'm guessing, is who this is talking about. Because we know he's a rider. So Mandricardo has a saber class option, I'm guessing? Oh crap, I'm getting all choked up. I have no weapons, no vehicle. The only gear I've got is my name and a few tales of adventure and deer ring do. And that's nothing compared to the first-rate heroes. I can't stand back up if my Achilles tendon is severed, or if I'm stabbed in the heart. I can't keep protecting an entire state as its political leader, general, strategist, and warrior all rolled into one. I could never complete all the 12 labors on my own. I can't even gather a bunch of other heroes onto a single ship for an epic journey. So many things, and I can't do one of them. The best I can manage is to hunt demonic beasts and donate them to villages, just like I've been doing every day. They say that there have been a whole lot more demonic beasts running around lately. No, I don't think this is Jason because it even mentions can't gather a bunch of other heroes onto a single ship for an epic journey. So they're talking about Jason. That probably means they're either here or will be soon. I wonder what they'll think of me when they show up. A useless, good-for-nothing C-rank servant? I just hope they're at least a little happy to meet me. Now, what am I saying? I gotta stop thinking positive. They're just gonna look down their noses at me and relegate me to backup. That's all I deserve anyway. Alright, now that I'm feeling more myself, I'm just gonna keep looking on the dark side of life. After all, that's what I swore I was gonna do. Looking on the dark side of life. Okay, somebody is a negative Nancy. Okay, then let's get going. Man, when we first set out for this Lostbelt, I never thought I'd end up walking it with my own 2 feet. Da Vinci is having fun. Oh, sure, I've always wanted to get a chance to explore some new uncharted land like this.
Well, I understand how you feel, Da Vinci. I'm well aware that you can handle yourself in a fight. I feel like I must remind you that you are truly essential to the Shadow Boarder's operation. So I would advise you to stay as close to Miss Carolite as possible.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, where is the Shadow Border? Curious question. Curious minds would like to know.
Oh yes, we use its barely functioning cloaking feature to hide it once we reach shore. While I would prefer to return it to it as soon as possible, doing so while its comings are unusable would of course render us unable to lend you our aid. So in the meantime, I've entrusted Mr. Monier with its safekeeping. On a different subject, what exactly does going to this temple entail?
That's a fair question. By all accounts, it sounds like the 12 Lambians are our primary enemies here. So why in the world would we risk going somewhere devoted to worshipping them?
We're not, my portly compadre. There are no gods here now. It's a temple only in name these days. However, it still has one of the gods' relics there. A relic I thought we might be able to use to restore Captain Nemo to good health. A relic. A relic of the gods. In proper human history, you'd probably refer to them as... nanomachines. So, I knew that per fate myth that the Olympians were robots from outer space. I really should have seen nanomachines coming. I really should have seen nanomachines coming. Okay.
Those are tiny robots around the size of a virus, no? Even in modern society, they're mostly just theoretical. There hasn't been much progress in actually creating functioning nanomachines.
So this Olympian technology, are you sure it's safe for us to use? Speaking in my capacity as technical advisor, I'm not sure I can endorse this. You have every right to be suspicious, girl, who I very much wish would let her bangs down. Okay, Bartholomew, you're being a kind of creep here. However, this nanomachine technology has apparently been part of this land for over 10,000 years, so I'm afraid I'll have to defer both to your expertise to determine whether or not it's safe. What about you, Miss Corday? Do you know anything about these nanomachines? Nothing, but I get the feeling I'd be stronger if I did.
I see. Very well then, Mr. Soul, would you be so kind as to give us a proper send-off?
Hold on just a moment. Since I'll be accompanying you personally for this expedition, why don't you let me handle this?
Take it away, Director!
Right. All hams, move out!
All hams. Oh, Gordy. Aw, he flubbed it. Aw. Poor Gordolf.
All hands, move out. Well, what are you all waiting for? Come on, before I leave you behind.
Senpai. Let's catch up to him, Ash. It's alright.
Indeed, I must say he's a much faster walker than I expected.
Good grief. You'd think they'd just take this a little bit more seriously considering we're the 5th and biggest Lostbelt now. Oh, I think they're taking it just seriously enough. If this is how you all operate, I can see how you managed to take down 4 other Lostbelts. Alright. Alright then, we better go after them. By the way, would you mind hiding your eyes with your bangs? Wait, that is more than enough of you pushing a creepily specific fetish on literally everyone around you. Seek help. Somebody said it. Thank you, Da Vinci.
Oops, now I've gone and run off too far ahead. That won't do at all. This may be embarrassing, but I'll take the shame over death any day of the week. I expect the gentlemanly thing to do here is simply to turn around and rejoin back without saying a word. All that aside, I still can't believe I flubbed such simply a critical line. Does this mean I'm just not cut out to be the one giving orders? No, that can't be right. No doubt, I'm just feeling a little less articulate than usual after all the fighting. Yes, that sounds right. I'll just go ahead and leave it at that. Director! That must be stolen the demi-servant. Alright, Gordolf, keep it together. Our good mage never loses their cool, no matter the circumstances. Since I can't use my hands right now, I'll just give them a congenial smile and... Behind you! Ha! What's this now? Some sort of sketch comedy routine? If so, I would certainly hope you could come up with something better than this old oops, there's a monster behind you gag. That sort of tire cliche may suffice in your circles, but it'll take far more sophisticated humor than that to get a chuckle out of old Gordolf music. You mean you weren't just trying to get me to turn around as a joke?
Are there, Director? Please run for it.
Is it just me, or have I spent far too much of this year literally running around? Oh no, Gordy! There's no way I'm going out with some sort of bad punchline. Go off charge! Damn it, I didn't have enough charge left.
Command seal. I'm ready when you are, Master. We can do it. Huh?
What just happened? Please, some of these bloody chunks that look disturbingly like crushed tomatoes aren't mine.
Crushed tomatoes. Don't worry, I got the beast.
Oh, good. Thank you.
You and the kid would have ended up monster chow if I hadn't been here. Glad that didn't happen.
Yes, and I'm quite grateful for that, believe me. But I still don't know who you are.
Hey, it is Mandricardo. Yeah, that's fair. Before I tell you that, I need to ask you something.
What is that? What is it? And did you really have to point that surprisingly sharp-looking stick at me first?
Ask you, are you my master?
No.
Aw, he was probably working on that line, Gordy. Gotcha. Okay, then I'll just be on my way. Sorry to bother you. Whoa. No, I'm out of here. I messed up the one line that no servant should ever mess up. There's nothing left for me to live for. Yeah, I'm a master. It's me. It's okay. You're the master. Yes, that's right. Now, could you please tell us who you are? Yeah, okay. Well...
Oh, no, there's something behind you.
Go yourself. Shut up already, you dumb things. Did he just take that monster out with a wooden sword?
I'm guessing that's not just any club. Then again, the only famous club wielders I know of are Minamoto Musashi and Heracles.
Herc-Lily. Oh, that'd be glorious. That's one of the last things I ever thought you're a master say, and now I'm nowhere near as big as an ideal that. My name's Mandricardo. I'm a plain old run-of-the-mill servant best known for fighting the 12 paladins of Charlemagne. Sure, I know who you are. I've got you in my Calde already. Oh, wait, really? Even though I'm just a supporting character in the Legend of Roland? Sure. Wow, so you know who I am. That's great.
Oh yes, I know who you are too. You're the king of the Tatars who stole the secret sword Durandal and it still ended up losing in a duel to Rogerio.
You can make a habit of going around repeating old runes there, Tubby. Aw. Guess the scent of blood must have lured them out here. Alright, prospective master, I'm counting on you to call the shots.
Roger.
You know, even though I've got to admit, that line wasn't too bad. It has a nice, easygoing feel in every... Man, Ricardo, aren't you gonna fight? Alright, of course. Okay, let's do this thing. So I'm guessing Mandricardo is our support. Yep, he is indeed. He's level 85. You know what? I'm gonna be nice, and we will go ahead and bring him in the squadron. Let's put Lambda in for bonding. And why is it not, like, saving that I'm selecting this to be the default Mystic code for this thing? Like, seriously, game. Seriously. That won't do much good on you, Waver. So I guess Fragment of 2030, and let's get this party started. Get this party started. Yeah, Melt should help out a lot here. Demonic Boars and Lycanthropes. So, Mandricardo is a single target Arts NP servant whose NP buffs all of his cards for 1 turn and is a detriment for attack for that same turn. Kind of a weird thing. He also has a Theos Killeronomia, which is increased increased attack and decreases damage taken. His skills: first skill, Armor of the 9 Worthies. Increases defense for yourself and attack for all allies for 3 turns. Not bad, not bad. Second skill is Brink Shot. Holy cow, this is a lot of text. Only usable if the HP is above 50%. A one-time, one-turn attack and crit strength buff, as well as apply the status to remove defense buffs for a single enemy when attacking, and apply death to your... Apply death to yourself? That's a very weird thing. Not gonna lie. And Brigadiero's Nay. Increase quick effectiveness for 3 turns, artifacts for 3 turns, and apply target focus up for 1 turn. So, his second skill ends him. That is a, very interesting second skill, I suppose. Is the best way to put it. We'll keep him alive until the next wave, at which point we will go ahead and utilize his full kit, see what he looks like damage-wise. Oh, man, Ricardo. Why you no kill the board? Okay. Doot. And then there was one. Go ahead, man, Ricardo. Just keep smacking him. Kinda wonder if he has a new death thing when that procs. I guess I'll find out here shortly. Also, there is definitely some in-game audio lag, I've noticed, but can't do too much about that. Alright. So, we'll not melt virus. We will go ahead and... Oh! There we go. Oh, it's below 50%. I'm dumb. I even read it said access HP to activate this skill. And I don't know why I thought that meant that there was too little. I'm a dum-dum. Okay, doot. What does your MP look like? Not bad. Not the kill that I wished for, though, so this NP is a little bit overweight, but... Oh well. Yeah, your second skill is very odd, Mandricardo. Very, very odd.
楽しみましょ
Yeah, we'll go ahead and go again.
うそれなりにやりますよっと
Because why not? It's not gonna hurt. Kinda wish I could get the brink shot off, but I don't have any ways to lower his HP.
おっはい 栄光の剣壊れずの絶世
I'm now trying to think of how he can. I guess maybe with the likes of
よ
Black
し完
Grail,
全勝率さま
that
あ
could
とにか
be
く生き
somewhat
てりゃ勝ち
effective. But I do believe that is Section 3 done if there's no story component afterwards, which there is, so not just yet. There we go, that ought to do it. He's strong. Yes, he is. After all, Mandricardo is famous for taking on an entire French army with only 3 allies. Oh, that's no big deal. Every hero's got some kind of story like that. Those people coming this way, friends of yours? Yeah, I guess Bartholomew was there, too. Sherlock Holmes, Leonardo da Vinci, and Bartholomew Roberts, huh? It must be nice being so famous. Dude, he's very self-deprecating.
The important thing is that you're all unhurt. And if we can now count on another servant among our ranks as well, things are certainly looking up.
He's got nice long bangs, but you can still see both of his eyes. Damn, so close.
Is that really all you care about?
What can I say? We pirates have never been shy about our desires. Amazing. From what I hear, he's only known these people a little longer than I have, but he's already one of the gang. He must have A-rank people skills. He doesn't even try to hide the freaky shit he's into, and they still like him anyway. No, I seriously do not like him at all. Man, I'm so jealous. If only I was a little smoother with people. So, what are you gonna do now? Keep heading for the temple? That's the plan. In that case, I guess I can go with you. Besides, I'm a rogue servant, so I'll feel better having a master around, too. Thanks, Mandricardo. No worries, any servant do the same, right? Alright then, looks like I'll be coming along. Do you know anything about the temple yourself, Mandricardo? Oh yeah, I've even used it myself a few times. Picture's worth 1,000 words, right? So let's just get you to the temple and save that guy's life.
Are you quite sure I can do that? Are these nanomachines really safe? For that matter, how do they work? I'd much rather you tell us now than later.
Don't ask me, I don't got any idea. Look, you'll just have to see for yourselves, okay?
Alright, fine then. Besides, if we can't get the Nullis back in working order, I'll have to continue this entire journey on foot. And everyone knows Nullis to myself only travel by foot when the circumstances leave them no other choice.
We were all desperate to escape from OG Chaldea.
How can you bring up such traumatic memories so casually?
Oh, we're probably messed up in the head, man, Gordy. We're probably more messed up in the head than you. Well, that is officially Section 3 done. A quartz and 2 divine wines. Mystery divine wines. I missed a single word there. Alright, and more clearing away. That's Section 3.